This is your old pal, Billy Ingram, former Billy I, and I'm going to be reading from my new book, Punk, which has my unfortunate face on it. And, this book is about my time in West Hollywood for 2 years. I went to work for a company called Data Boy. It was an all-gay company. They had a magazine that they distributed to gay bars free every 2 weeks. They had an advertising agency. I worked for them. They were also a full-service printer. And it was run by Saul Suffren and Dave Hodgson. And I also started writing for the magazine, writing a music column, and that took me into the world of punk rock music, into prostitution, into pornography. You know, the 3 Ps that they don't teach in the schools anymore. I'll be happy to do that, though. Gene Carrier, we're going to read about sex, baby. Gene Carrier, better known to a world of perverts as Johnny Hardon, was another Data Boy advertising client that Saul liked a lot. No wonder Gene was blessed with unparalleled good looks, deep, thick, thick hair, deep-set walnut eyes, echoing a lifetime of submission from those deemed worthy of a momentary gaze. It was a superpower he could ignite at will, Dracula brazenly walking around during the day. No fangs. Johnny had a foot-long cock. Saul could be furious with him over something, admonish me, no more work for Johnny Hardon. But a few minutes after Gene arrived, Saul would call back, voice swimming in sweet sarcasm, give the fucker whatever he wants. There's something magical about boys who float through life on their face and fucking tool. I had no clue what Gene's existence was like, but as attractive as he looked in photographs, he was truly devastating in person. I almost felt sorry for him. Johnny Hardon was not your typical gay porn icon. He was straight for one thing, relatively unpretentious, bright in a sweet way, and driven. And he could suck his own dick. I prepared ads for In Touch, Mandate, and other magazines where Johnny sold naked solo poses, powerful imagery that transcended the sexual, his glistening, iridescent skin, too perfect to touch. They were beautiful photographs. Which one of these shots makes my cock look the biggest? Gene asked, standing beside my desk, immaculately dressed in a white shirt and black cotton slacks. The only person I knew in L.A. who wore shiny shoes. Gene proudly displayed the latest black and white photo shoot of his incredibly ripped body and 12-inch meat monster. You want a bottom for me my next movie, Billy? I've been asked to do a scene and I could see myself fucking you. Like that square peg would fit into this round hole. One day Gene dropped a slip of paper on my desk. I asked him, how did you get a check for $1,000 from Paul Lynn? That's how naive I was. Inevitably, Saul and Dave used all sorts of Leviathan mathematics to determine that Johnny Hardon's endowment was actually closer to 10 inches than 12, like it mattered. But then David needed all of us to know that he had the biggest stick in the room, and from what I heard, he probably did. I ran into Gene over the years in the underground clubs after he became a high-fashion Ford model, those piercing eyes staring out from magazine covers and billboards from all over the world. Frank Frazetta should have painted this guy. He always had the most beautiful women falling off his arms. Quite a contrast to Old Reliable. And I will pick that story up maybe later sometime. That's all, kids. The book is Punk, written by a punk, Billy Ingram. Look for it in stores, on Amazon.com, and in supermarkets everywhere, right next to the Fruit Loops.